Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
After making the basic tonal adjustments to an image, you can proceed to make image detail adjustments to the camera raw image if needed. To do this, use the sliders shown within the Detail tab in the Settings panel at the right side of the Camera Raw dialog box. As noted at the bottom of the panel, you should change the magnification level of the preview image to 100% or greater to accurately preview the changes you make to the settings within this panel. The first image detail setting you can adjust on this tab is the sharpness of the image. The settings to change sharpness are shown within the sharpening section on this tab. Adjusting these settings changes the edge definition within the camera raw image. The amount slider increases the amount of edge definition when you slide it to the right. Setting the slider to a value of 0 or entering 0 into the adjacent field will turn off image sharpening. The radius slider adjusts the size of the details to which edge sharpening is applied. This should be set to a lower setting for an image with fine details. An image with larger details may be able to use a larger setting. However, using too large a setting will produce unnatural results within an image. The detail slider is used to adjust how much sharpening is applied to edges and textures in the image. A lower setting will generally sharpen edges to remove blur within an image, while higher settings will emphasize textures in the image. The masking slider controls the edge mask. When set to 0, everything in the image is sharpened. When set to 100, most of the sharpening occurs on the strongest edges within the image. The last setting you can adjust on this tab is noise reduction. Adjusting the noise reduction settings in the noise reduction section will adjust the color saturation of the image to remove noise. Image noise are the additional visible bits of color that can appear within images and which can degrade image quality. These settings can reduce both grayscale and color noise in images. You can use the luminance slider to adjust the grayscale noise in the image. After adjusting the luminance setting, the luminance detail and luminance contrast sliders become available. You can use the luminance detail slider to set the luminance noise threshold. A higher setting preserves more details, but may produce a noisier image. Lower values produce cleaner images, but may lose some details. The luminance contrast setting controls the luminance contrast. At higher settings, this may produce noisy blotches, but preserve contrast. Lower settings will produce smoother results, but reduce contrast in the image. The color slider is used to adjust the color or chroma noise in the image. The color detail slider is used to adjust the color noise threshold. When set to a higher value, this protects thin color edges, but can also produce color speckling. Lower values can remove color speckling, but may result in color bleeding.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.